Hello everyone, I'm back here and I bring today an interesting subject I have been thinking a lot about this last few days. It's something that I have been always trying to connect more pieces to because it is a complex subject and it is about fractals. I'm going to spell it for you. Fractals. Fractals. When I mention that word, because usually when I'm doing the Mayan oracle reading, I mention that the reason is because it is based on the idea that the universe operates in a fractal mode. And what is the meaning of that? Wikipedia. I'm going to read you the definition of fractal from Wikipedia. The term fractal was first used by mathematician Benoit Mandelbrot in 1975. And Mandelbrot based it on the Latin fractus, meaning broken. So the word in Latin, fractus, means broken or fractured. And it is used to extend the concept of theoretical fractional dimensions. Let's see if I can break that down. I can fractal that down. Anyway, the idea of this mathematician and everybody who expands the studies of what fractal means is that the universe is constantly expanding and it has a pattern. It has patterns. Not one pattern only, but it's full of patterns that constantly expand. So if you get a piece of a pattern that it's expanding, this pattern expands into that same pattern. It is a complex subject to explain. Let me see. Okay, if you think about this hand here, and you imagine that it's expanding using the same pattern that created this hand, the DNA pattern that created this hand. So if it expands, it will create other little hands coming from each finger. And then if you imagine like 5 different hands coming from each finger, and then from each one of those 5 little hands, you come other 5 little smaller than the ones here, and it keeps expanding into that same pattern. So that is one piece of that which shows the pattern. It's a fractal, a piece of the pattern that expands. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that, it's because I understand the universe as a constant expanding collection of fractals. I don't think it's one pattern only, so it's several. Like my body is a universe and it's got several patterns. The pattern of my hair, the pattern of my face, the pattern of my eyes, the pattern of my hands. So it's full of different patterns that expanded at one point. If it is still expanding, it's expanding in a different way now. Anyway, so I came up with a word out of the universe when I was talking with someone very dearly, and if he's listening to this video, he knows who he is. So I was saying, empower yourself and embrace your God fractality. And then I stopped to think, what did I just say? Fractality? Then I searched it on Google, fractality, and the word actually exists on the Wiktionary. which is probably not well, I think it's an official word. Yeah, fractality, the state or condition of being fractal. So I really love that word, fractality, because it empowers. It's embracing the power of the pattern of creation, or the patterns of creation. And from that understanding, if that was clear enough, I'm not sure, because it's such a complex subject, you can create a pattern of something you want and expand that pattern. It's like creation of a universe, like experiment with your body first. Let's say you want to grow new beautiful hair. Talk to the pattern of the hair that is growing there. How is this hair growing? It's a multiplication of cells. I posted a video about that this week on my page. You can actually take a look at the video there. It shows the cells, how they, like one cell goes through a process of division, and it divides into two of the same using the DNA of the cell. This DNA contains the information of that particular cell, and there is something there, I forgot the name they call it, some kind of conduits of light that activate that DNA, preparing it for a split or a duplication. And when this duplication is ready, it just splits into two of the same cells, the same pattern, the same fractal. You see where I was going to get to? The same fractal pattern. And when I get more organized, I will make videos including some pictures. I'm not sure if I will include a picture on this video, in this video particularly, but if I'm able to, I will, showing the pattern, or just make a comment and we can post links to pictures that explain this idea more. Anyway, so going back to your hair, the idea of creating. So you are the commander of this universe. The reason why we get unbalanced and sick and blah blah blah, it's because we don't act as the commander of the body. We are more than the body. The body is a vest that it's allowing us to participate in this reality, and as the commander that is using the vest, we can talk to this conglomerated of cells of different patterns to actually behave accordingly to what we want. So if I want to have hair and I don't want to be bald, maybe you want to be bald, but if you don't, talk with your cells there and change the pattern. Just by thinking, you can change the pattern. Or if you want to input your idea into the water, it's a very nice conduit. It's an amazing element. Water actually reacts to your thoughts and emotions instantly. So if you input that idea and thought of a new pattern into the water you're going to drink, and drink that water, you are interacting and recreating a pattern. So basically, we are here to learn that we are programmers of this universe, interacting in this reality, which is another bigger universe, a fractal. We are a fractal of the universe. So we have this own universe from a pattern of this other bigger universe we're interacting in, and it goes inside too. So as above, as below, as above, not exactly above, but around, outside, everywhere, as inside. And as inside, there is an entire universe to be explored. So take this opportunity. Don't let life pass by without taking the opportunity to dive inside yourself where all the answers are. And it has been a pleasure to be here with you today. But actually, I just wanted to mention something. Today is February 6th already of 2019 on the Gregorian calendar, which I only follow because the system, the pattern of the system here follows that crooked calendar, not harmonious calendar. And in a few days, because today is Wednesday, so on Sunday, the 10th, February 10th, 2019, there is going to be the holistic and psychic market downtown at the Packing Laurel House on Coston, downtown Kelowna. And the market there happens from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And there are going to be lots of beautiful souls there sharing their knowledge and their expertise for a better experience on this reality we are all experiencing here. So I hope to see you. We all there hope to see you there, exploring new ideas, new ways of thinking and behaving, which is always a step to a better journey. Yeah, I hope to see you there on Sunday the 10th, and otherwise click here to subscribe to my video. Everybody on the video says like, click here, thumbs up. When you subscribe, you have to click on that little bell on YouTube, because otherwise you don't get the notifications. Anyway, I will try to post videos as often as I can, and this is it for now.